Hey guys, welcome back to today's episode of Jafo Plays. We are still playing the first episode of the Mansions of Madness board game, which for us is a new to us board game. I know it's been out for quite some time. There's several expansions, but for us, it's a new to us. Thought we'd bring out some horror games to celebrate the month of horror that is October. And what better horror game out there than anything Call of Cthulhu based? So we shall continue with our turn. It is now the investigator phase, and I don't even remember like how many turns into this. We're not doing well. I know that.
I think this is like 4 or 5.
This might be 5 or 6.
That could be.
If you don't mind, I would like to beat him the crap up with my
Go ahead.
2x4. He scared my bandages out of my hand. Each time I swing my weapon, my opponent dodges desperately aside. I need a strength test with 2 hits. I do get 2 hits. If I pass, your opponent tries first. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage, plus my test result. He takes 4 damage and dies.
You overkill him.
Whoa! I'm going to work my way back to the old man. And I'll let you clean up that area there and probably die in the meantime. What would you like to do? You can take an action to pick up my bandages. You can take an action to deal with the interaction token.
I'm going to search the lockbox.
Someone has locked this cabinet by wrapping a chain around its handles. Search. The chain is sturdy, but the cabinet doors are made of thin wood. You think you could break the doors off. Make a strength test, rolling 2 additional dice if you happen to have the crowbar common item.
I got 2 dice. With no clues. I got 1.
1 hit. The flimsy one cracks, and you cut open your palm on the jagged wood as you pull the cabinet door off its hinges. Suffer 1 face-down damage. Gain the sedative's common item, then discard this search token.
I found drugs.
Probably, I'm guessing it'll help your brain. At the start of your turn, you may discard 3 damage and 3 horror. If you do so, discard this card and end your turn, as you kind of just take a nice, restful sleep. That's pretty awesome.
And this goes away.
And that is the end of our turn.
No, I still have 1.
You're right, I lied. Ah, whatever, you picked that up anyway.
Yeah.
I figured that's what you're going to do. So I lied. There we go. A patch of dead, coldly air blows around me, Preston Fairmont, stealing my breath and cracking my joints. I suffer 2 damage.
Strength negates it.
To negate it by strength. 1. I take 1. And then I flip 2 face-up horror. Hysteria! Something hysteric... Screaming hysterically, I claw at my own flesh with my nails. Resolve immediately. Flip 1 damage face up. Then flip this card face down. But apparently I didn't scratch hard enough because I've suffered a minor injury. So this one goes face down. This one goes face down. And this one comes up. Sudden shock. Gasping in surprise and fear. I clutch at my face, forgetting for a moment what you've been holding just seconds before. Resolve immediately, drop 2 random items. Son of a bitch. Well, there goes those.
At least they're right in your area. Unlike you flinging them.
Yeah.
Flinging them.
Away. Alright. And that's it. There was no horror phase reel. Well, I'm going to spend a trade action to pick my shit back up. Because I'm stupid. And then I'm going to talk to this...
My bad.
Right?
Didn't mean to drop those in front of you.
The old man brushes himself off and tries to calm his shaking composure. You came just in time. Thank you so much for saving me. The name is Eugene. We spoke earlier today. I have heard noises from the yard, but the door is locked. I think something bad is going to happen. Do I care about him, or do I just want to know where Mr. Vanderbilt is? What do you guys think? What do you think? You're here to watch me die.
I say be nice to him.
All right.
He was the one who asked us to come here.
The butler puts on a weak smile, and then 2 of you chat for a minute. But by the end of the conversation, he seems much calmer. Please, take this with you. It has always brought me luck. Gain the Lucky Rabbit's Foot common item. Each investigator in the dining room and kitchen gains one, or discards one horror.
So both of us?
Yes.
I am fine with that.
Hell yeah! Then I get a Lucky Rabbit's Foot. There it is. Once per round, I may re-roll one die.
See, this was a good thing for being nice to him.
Right? That's what I've got. Your turn.
Oh, wait, no. I'm able to go through this area, correct? Or do I have to go around?
I think you have to go around. I don't know. That's a long one that I'm going to have to look up. I will be right back. All right, we found what we were looking for, and it's part of the impassable borders rule. Let me just bring that up one more time, if I can find it. Impassable borders. Impassable borders are space edges represented by dashed white or yellow lines, and each impassable border separates two or more spaces. Investigators and monsters cannot move through unless there's an effect that allows it. Two spaces that share an impassable border are adjacent. Yellow impassable borders separate adjacent rooms. And again, I think it is the dining hall and the kitchen, and this is like a serving window. So they'd like put food up here, and then the servants would grab the food and bring it to the dining table for Mr. Vanderbilt when he wasn't trying to murder, small children or other things. So it looks like you spent both your actions to stand by me.
Well, since we've explored this entire area.
Yep, all we got left is to talk to this dude. Creatures fill the air, wispy and floating aimlessly. This meatless affects each investigator in the dining room. Son of a... Resolve event.
So
Trying to
talking
catch
to him.
Yep, trying to catch them is tempting, but the capricious wisps evade capture. We make a will two. I got 3 dice for will. I fail. You can make your willpower.
I got 3.
If you pass, the tiny beings fade from existence. However, I failed. Their insubstantial bodies surround me, suffering 2 face-down horror and becoming me dazed. Well, thank God I healed 1 horror, because that would have made me insane. I'm been dazed. Dazed. Alright. Wonderful. A robed figure appears from the side door and begins searching around. Upon seeing signs of other people, the figure yells, "There's someone here!" You hear a muffled response from another part of the estate. "Get rid of them!" Spawn occultist. The robed figure sneaks into the dining room and comes face to face with Eugene. The butler yells in fright and flees into the entryway. Move Eugene as indicated. He is now over there.
Bye!
The cultist moves up to 2 spaces.
And attacks both of us.
To be in a space with as many investigators, then it attacks each investigator in its space. The cultist charges forward, enveloped in a cloud of swirling shadow that burns your flesh. Suffer a face-down damage and horror with your strength to negate. Well, let's get you first. Old ladies first.
Yeah, one of them.
Which do you want to discard? Face-down damage or face-down horror?
Horror.
I got 2 successes, so I'm good. You want to go, or should I go?
You can go.
My horror test. The cultist raises a hand and... fucking hell. One of my items becomes a deadly viper. I see things. I get 4 dice. I need to make 2 observations. Which I do. So I realize this time my stuff is not a deadly viper. The cultist holds a sphere of dark crystal in one hand and reaches out towards you with the other. Make a lore 1 test. If you passed, you recognize the danger and avoid the grasping hand. There you go. When was my turn? My turn was... I haven't gone... Wait, when did I get the dazed condition?
Because you didn't...
Because I was stupidly grabbing at the little will-o'-the-wisps. Yeah, alright. How about I murder him?
Okay.
Attack with a heavy weapon. You drive your weapon toward your enemy's foot in an attempt to hobble it. Strength 1. Oh, I'm not even going to kill it. Because if I succeed, it just takes a weapon's damage. I succeed. Barely. I shall do it a second time. A bloody fury consumes me, and I swing madly at my enemy. Strength. Roll 2 dice, 2 additional dice if you have suffered 3 or more damage, which I have. So I get 6 total dice. And he suffers damage equal to my test result. There's 1. He suffers 1 damage. That's enough to kill him.
Yay! You did it!
And I'm no longer dazed. Your turn.
Woo.
Oh, we can get rid of that cultist for now.
He's just gonna creepily sit over here. Right next to the computer. So I am going to use the sedatives. At the start of your turn, you may discard 3 damage and 3 horror.
Sorry, what now?
I'm going to use the sedatives. This
Oh.
is like literally my only thing.
You're going to take your turn to drug yourself?
Well, yeah, because that gets rid of both of my damage and 3 of the 5 of my horror hits. And discard sedatives, and that's my turn.
Alright, so these go here.
So that puts me only to 2 horror hits.
Fair enough. And we'll put the sedatives away.
I'm feeling a little better now.
And that is our turn. Okay, in the distance you hear sudden screams and howls of rage. The sound is gone as soon as it begins. This mythos event affects the investigator with the lowest willpower in the space with the most investigators.
I got a 4.
That would be me. I'm going insane. You realize this, right? Your vision tints red and a powerful angle courses through me. Suffer horror with willpower -1 to negate. 2 dice. I suffer 2 horror, and I get 2 dice to negate this. Oh, 1 and 2. That was a hit on the floor. 1, 2. For each horror you suffer, each other investigate my base suffers 1 damage.
See, good thing I healed.
Oh, sorry. Take 2 of those. For each.
Oh, good thing I healed.
So I'm going to get rid of all of these. Then I'm going to shuffle up.
Maybe you should have taken the holy water.
Then I'm going to shuffle up this special deck here. Each one of these has different conditions, and they change how I win. I can no longer share this with my partner. There is one in here that may change how our filming gets done.
Oh, okay. This is the game that has that.
So we'll find out shortly. I choose that one right there. Give me a moment to read my condition. Very good.
Okay, so
I did not get the I cannot speak. There is an insane condition where you cannot speak. Yeah, so...
something where you go insane to the point of you become mute.
That was the end of the Mythos phase, because all it was the world screwing with us.
Screwing with you.
Yep. 1, 2, and I'm gonna go talk to him. I must find out clues. Eugene cowers in the entryway. I think I know who they are. Who are they? I ask. Eugene wipes his brow with a handkerchief as you approach. They have been Mr. Vanderbilt's guests in the past. They are members of the Astronomy Association. Gain 2 clues.
Oh, of course they are.
You're always able to interact with the tokens to find out if there's extra search things. But there you go. So I'm sitting in there. So we need to find the courtyard, courtyard area to find out what's going on.
And then I'm going to use my other one too.
You're going to kick open that door. Let me click on that and allow you to see what's there. This door leads to a large front room of the mansion. Would you like to explore it?
Yeah. I want to see if I can get more information. That's a lot of stuff.
As you swing the door open into a warmly lit lounge. Large plush chairs and sofas decorate the lavish sitting room, and a small bar stocked with a bootleg liquor is tucked into the corner next to the east door. Place the lounge tile as indicated, and discard any explore tokens that lead to it. So.
What? So that's 4 spaces?
Yes, it is. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Behind the bar, a large chest catches your eye. Place a search token as indicated.
Oh, hey, look, there's a chest there. You're not wrong.
A large wooden table stands against the wall beneath a portrait of a stern-looking man. Place a search token as indicated. A small wooden desk stacked with books and other items stand against one wall. Among the items, you spot something useful. Place the King James Bible common item as indicated. Please allow me to find that. King James Bible. Spend an action, you or another investigator within range may discard one face-down horror. It does not get discarded. That is important.
Yeah, you need to go get that.
Oh, I'm fine. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. On the door to the other side of the room leads to the back hall. We need a door exploration token here.
Door.
You may move one space into the unexplored area.
Boom.
Or to the explored area. That is our turn, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Fantastic. You had not noticed before, but there is something strange about the walls in this room. This mythos event affects each investigator in the lounge. That would be you.
Whee! I get to die.
The more you study them, the more the walls look yellowed, and an awful pattern of grooves suggests claw marks. Suffer 2 horror, willpower to negate.
Well, luckily I have a 4 willpower.
Suffer 1 horror.
Get 1.
That's it. The end of the round. Would you like to start and investigate?
Yeah, why not?
The large chest is tucked behind a bar. Would you like to search it?
Yes, I would.
You move to open the chest, but find it's locked with a heavy padlock. The device is sturdy, but you believe you could pick the lock. Tap to attempt the puzzle using observation.
Well,
all right, so we're going to zoom in on this so you guys can see this.
Observation.
This is one of the interesting things for this game. Making sure you guys stay within film. So we'll hit continue. I'm going to pass this to you.
Okay, look.
So her goal is to get this item all the way out there. Currently, you have how many? 4. She has 4 moves. 4, if I can put my fingers in the screen properly. 4 moves. There's nothing says we can't table talk. Well, if that one goes over, that can go up. If that one goes over, that one can go down.
And then that goes that way.
So it costs you 5 moves. Can we do it faster than that? I don't know if we can.
So that's 3, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't have clue tokens to...
So do what you can.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Then hit close. So it looks like you're almost there, but you'll have to take another action to interact with. So if you click on that icon again and hit confirm, look, most of the puzzle is cracked, and there you go.
Puzzle completed. You hear an audible click and the padlock pops open. Inside the chest, you find a grotesque statue of an octopoid dragon and something else that might be of use. Gain the Elder Sign pendant common item, the grotesque stone common or unique item, and then 1 clue. Discard this search token. Found some stuff. There's a reason why it was locked. So, the Elder Sign pendant. Roll 1 additional die while evading a monster. Which is kind of ironic because my character is actually like posed with the pendant.
Yep.
The grotesque stone. It's just a piece of evidence. So we found another piece of evidence. And that's my turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to go here, so click on the white one for me.
The hall continues deeper into the mansion. An investigator in hall corner 3 may reveal the adjacent area. First reveal. Hey look, you found our connector piece.
Towards the mansion, hall end. Hall end.
Discard
Place.
all.
Explore and cite tokens leading to it.
So that one also goes?
Yep. Yes, because you now know what's hidden there, as it were.
We got a clue
Back
token
this up a little
here.
bit so you guys can see what's going on.
Someone acting in a hurry has knocked over a stack of papers. Search token as indicated. 2 doors lead.
Oh, I've got this going the wrong way, though. Hold on.
Nope.
You even saw the same thing. You even did the same thing. So that comes here.
There.
And goes there.
And there. You could use the surrounding furniture to barricade the door should the need arise. Place a barricade. Here. And that is it.
All right.
So
I
that's
want
our full map right now.
1 to go there, and 2 to go there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stay there, and then I'm going to crack open the bathroom door.
A wooden plaque marked WC adorns the door to hall bathroom. Explore. Through the door you find a small bathroom lined with white tile. Discard this explore token. And between the porcelain toilet and sink, a small wooden cabinet sits against the wall. Place a search token as indicated. You may move 1 space into the explored area.
I have done enough things. I probably do need to go to the bathroom. So, all right, that's my turn. So you can go ahead and hit exit. Confirm. Let's see what the Mythos phase offers.
With a start, Agatha Crane snaps out
A fugue.
the fugue state to see smashed finery and deep gouges on the nearby walls. Could she have caused this damage in a blind
rage?
Oh, rage. It's like the R's are really weird how they're written.
Fair enough.
And then at this angle, it's even worse. Agatha Crane suffers 3 damage. Strength +1 negates.
Oh shit! Then
Then
you
she-
flip all your damage face up.
Well, if I take all of this, we're done.
Well, we'll see. Here we go. Strength +1. You take 1. Then flip all of your damage face up.
We'll start with the new one.
What was it?
Minor injury.
There you go.
Demoralize injury. You gag at the scent of your own blood. Resolve immediately. Suffer one additional face-down horror, and then flip this down. So I get another horror. And blow to the head. Your vision swims with pulsing, painful light. Resolve immediately. Become dazed, then flip this card face down.
That's not super bad. Sure, you took 1 extra damage off of that, and you have to be worried about where that damaged one is.
It's like I'm at 3 and 4.
Son of a bitch. You start to hear the sound of voices chanting in unison from another part of the estate. The ritual is nearly complete. Someone stop them. Spawn occultist as indicated. Well, this should show you how bad we're doing.
It's like, I'm guessing this is our timer,
Yes.
saying that the ritual is almost complete.
As the cultist bursts into the entryway, Eugene yells with fright, "Not again!" and move him as indicated. Cultist moves 2 space towards the nearest investigator, then attacks the one with the lowest. So 1, 2, and it'll attack your eyesight. The cultist wraps its grimy hands around your neck, squeezing tight. Strength 2.
And that's only to evade. Take 1.
If you fail, the lack of oxygen causes your vision to swim, suffer 2 face-down damage, and become dazed.
That's game over.
Alright, hold on.
2 face-down damage.
An investigator is eliminated. The game ends at the end of the next investigator phase. At the end of that investigator phase, press the end game. Oh, shit.
So I'm guessing off
You're
the board
down,
then.
yep. Well, I don't have to take a horror test. That's cool. Confirm. So at the end of this, I get to go. Let me see. Eliminated. I'm sure that's a good keyword because this is a Call of Cthulhu game. Eliminated.
Well, when they have like a special button for them.
When an investigator is eliminated, he drops all of his possessions in his space. Then he removes his figure from the board. An eliminated investigator does not take a turn or perform actions during the investigator phase. An eliminated figure does not win the game when the investigation is complete, unless they have an effect that states otherwise. When an investigator is eliminated, the remaining investigators lose the game at the end of the next investigator phase.
Does that also mean the spells go
Yep.
there?
Well, it says all of your possessions. So I don't worry about it right now. Possessions are a category of component that can be dropped, picked up, or traded. Common items, unique items, and spells are possessions. So yeah, everything you're holding on to drops there in that space.
Oh, hey, look, I forgot about the card desk.
Well, since I'm dead, I might as well see what's in the bathroom while I'm busy taking a number 2. You try the drawer, but warped wood has left the door stuck. Oh my god, if I was focused, well, let's spend 2 to make 2 of those hits. I could have made that 4 hits. With a powerful tug, you open the drawer. Inside, you find an item that looks like it has been sitting there for quite some time. Gain the Holy Cross item, then discard the search token.
That's probably good.
Maybe. That's the last item. Roll 1 additional die when resolving willpower tests. Yes, it actually
that is a good item for you.
Yes, it actually is. Let's see. Where does this go? Leads to a bedroom. Where does this go? Leads to a library. And where does this go? You hear bizarre noises from the other side. When you try the handle, you find the door is locked. The keyhole sits beneath the door handle. So that one's locked. Well, and it doesn't matter. I go 1, 2. My turn ends. Your turn ends. End of the game.
I'll
And
say
here we go.
progress will be lost.
That's it. We end. We lose. which is becoming a very common thing for us on this channel, and I apologize slightly in advance.
This one actually kind of seems like it's meant to be played with more people to kind of have people exploring everywhere at once.
Well, if we would, so we can play the, what has happened and what should have happened, and allow me to turn this down just a little bit further, because goddamn, this is loud. Some of it has to do, I've noticed, is the starting items matter. Some of it has to do with, we took forever to really dick around in here.
Yeah.
Like, if just the two of us play again, we know immediately, the minute we find the room that's making the noise, because I can tell you this much from having played this with other people, that this is not a setup I'm used to seeing. Every time I've played this, in fact, when I showed you the example of this, this was the opening tile. We opened into a giant entryway.
Yeah, it was.
Instead of this tiny little entrance hall. So, like, if you guys take this and put that there, then move this over one, now you have much different looking map. Which is one of the things I do really like about this game and with this app. It does take all of the components you own and it'll modify this. Now, I currently have some products sitting on the shelf that I could purchase and add to this, which will add more map tiles to screw around with my game.
And more monsters.
And more monsters.
That'll kill us.
Yes.
It's like, just based off of this, it's almost like one of us needs to go this way and one of us needs to go this way.
I suppose it also depends on the gear that we have if we were to replay with the same two characters. So there are things that you can see, and I've seen you guys' comments on some of our other videos about, hey, you should probably really be playing even two players with like 4 heroes, but that's not what we want to do. We want to test out these games at the true two-player level and see how well they work. Because honestly, a 2-player game should work just as well if it's properly built as a 4-player version of that same game. And that's what we've been testing out. Now, a lot of it has to do with, if you've watched a lot of our content, especially when it comes to like Massive Darkness, hell, when it even comes to this game, the 3 episodes we've filmed now of this game, if a lot more of these hits would have come up hits, we'd be good. But that being said, it is, on an 8-sided die, you have exactly 3 failures on a die.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 successes and 2 modifiable successes. So there are a lot of things that can be done to, make you hit or not hit when it comes to playing.
There's still a great chance of failure.
Yeah. A 4+ on a D8 really ain't that bad. I just think it's us. We suck at rolling dice at, well, now it is currently 8:30 in the morning. But it's, we suck at rolling dice early in the morning. Oh, by the way, mine was for the greater good. I needed to die and for you to complete the investigation properly. Had you done that, then I would have won. Had you not done that, I actually lose for completing the investigation.
So you actually lose for doing your job as an investigator.
Yes. So
I'm just an occult psychologist. That's all I am.
I'm a millionaire. That's what I am. Oh, hey, look at that. If I was learned to read my stuff, once per round, when I gain an item, you may flip one horror face down or discard one face down horror.
Yeah, I forgot about my stuff too. I should be.
So there you go.
I should be having a lot more clues.
Oh.
Because it's after resolving horror checks.
Oh, geez, yeah. I probably shouldn't have gone insane, especially with him making me drop all my items. I would have picked them right back up, and I would have at least got rid of 2 of my horror when I picked up one over here. Oh, I didn't pick one up over there, but I've picked up a couple of items that I was like, it should have helped me resolve or get rid of my horror. I kind of think
that we need the dude who's good at damage, or who gets bonuses off of damage. Or killing people.
What? Whenever a monster is defeated, gain a clue. William York, the Gravedigger. So there is, as you guys can see, there's 6 more guys. So there's a total of 8 heroes that we can have in the first set. But yeah, this is what we got. So this is the beginning of this. If you guys have liked this video, please make sure you subscribe and let us know in the comments down below. And you want to see more of the spectacular failures, we will continue to play this game and show you more of this game. There are, if I go here and click on new game, just real quick, there are 16 total missions. Some of them require me to buy some more expansions, but out of the base set alone, there is 3, 4.
Yeah, and that was also like only a difficulty 2.
This was like, yes, this was one of the easiest missions. It's called Cycle of Eternity. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 games that I can do just out of the base box for sure. This one requires physical product. This one just requires me to order it. I just have to pay like $3 or $4 to order this mission, but it can be run with just the base set.
Plus, that is also a very long game.
Let's see.
There's a lot of physical product.
This one also requires me to buy the expansion, but again, I can do it out of the base set. And this is also a new one that we can get, and I believe this is the most recent one that's been released, and it causes me a little bit of money to pick up, but I can also run this out of just the base set. So there are 3 additional purchases plus 3. So there's 6 more missions that we could do, including redoing this 7th one. So if you guys would like to see more, please let us know in the comments down below. We are always happy to film videos that you guys want to watch and add it to our channels. So let us know. Again, if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. We do release content like this just about every day of the week. If you got any comments, questions, criticisms, throw it in the comment section down below. I do make sure to read it, every one of the comments, and share all of the pertinent information with my partner here. And yeah, if you got anything else, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.